Well, as I mentioned, the theme this year is love the Lord, love your neighbor. And that is a constant, even in this time of pandemic when so much has changed and disrupted our lives. That's a constant for us.
So that the pandemic, although it may have changed our lives, but it also created, I believe, opportunities for us, opportunities individually, opportunities as a family, and opportunities as a church to kind of grow. And I think that's one of the kind of neat things, one of the unique things about living in Kerr County.
So it created opportunities for us. Can you elaborate on that? What opportunities have been presented to all of us to love the Lord and love our neighbor, maybe more faithfully even? Differently, for sure.
We started out when they told everybody not to go out, especially the higher risk population like that. We started doing the grocery shopping for Eric's parents and even Eric's ex-wife's, her mother. Did the grocery shopping for her and her stepfather so they wouldn't get out also and unknowingly possibly expose them as well. Since they were in that vulnerable population. They'd been saving up clothes and toys and household stuff for a garage sale. And we decided with this, and we knew a lot of people needed help in our community, so we took quite a bit of items to Salvation Army since they were open and actively accepting everything, and that way we could help give back because those were the people that we're out there with. Those are the people that we go to the grocery store with and Walmart. And those were some big things for us that we did. Out there to love our neighbor.
Question of why are we doing this now?
This one is unique because we're in our 10th month of it. So people are still struggling after 10 months. God has blessed us and has blessed us as a family with what we did. And so if there's any opportunity that we can be there for our church, for our community, we want to make sure that we do that. That's the time, treasure, and talent that you can give. It's not. There's other opportunities out there during this. So it kind of brings you back to the core a little bit, and that's love thy neighbor. And I think that's a great what we're doing this season with the stewardship program.
Right.
The fire department's doing great. We have great support here, not just in our community in Kerrville, but in Kerr County. And when the pandemic kind of started off in late January, started getting some momentum there. There was some shortages out there, and there was things that we couldn't get. But our community came together kind of unbeknownst to us and stepped up and helped us out without us asking. And it's the ones you don't think of, the people that can't telework, that still have to be on the front line at Mini Mart, that still have to be out there serving. So there's your front line also out there in the community that need that kind of assistance. And they need it every day. And sometimes it takes a pandemic to go, we need to do better. Sometimes we need to be better.
Right. How have you seen Jesus in the pandemic? Maybe it's in the home, maybe it's out there in the community. How have you seen Jesus? Thinking, there is the person that taught me how to love God and love my neighbor.
A lot of it's bringing out the good in people that you see out there. You don't, unfortunately, you don't see it a lot of times. And it does take something like this to have people come out and make the masks and donate extra stuff to people that you need, that you wouldn't normally see. And when you see that, it sparks a lot of other people who say, oh, wow, you know what? And you think about it, why am I doing this?
Yes.
Well, one, because I can, but because, I've been very blessed with everything, and because Jesus is out there. This is what he would do. This is what I should do because I want to do it and because I can.
Can you think of a moment when you have experienced great joy in helping someone else or giving to somebody else?
My ex-wife, her mom's husband, broke his hip and ended up in the hospital during the pandemic. Well, during the pandemic, there's no visitors. Nobody gets to go. So in his 90s, mid-90s at that, and so nobody gets to go there. And I tell the story because it's just amazing. So she knows people in the healthcare in the community for that, and she was able to reach out to somebody she knew, get a video of our kids telling him it's going to be okay. So it's one of those silly. It still gives me chills just telling it's going to be okay. We love you and everything else. He got to watch the video. Her friend got to record it, and then send it back and share it with his wife that couldn't get to see him before surgery. And you know, if you're 96 with a hip fracture and you're going to have surgery, so now had surgery like he was in his 20s and he recovered so fast, but still it's a scary time, and it's a scary time for everyone.
Sure.
And so that was something that you know, I definitely brought that one up, and it was just a wonderful thing. And you know, you do it initially, I think it's one of those you do. So like I said, my wife's way more altruistic than I am. Yeah. So in being kind-hearted, it's very natural for her. The silver lining with the pandemic is you can slow down a little bit in life, listen a little harder, and then you can hear God's presence there. You can hear the things that you need to do, the pushes sometimes, or the nudges you get, that sometimes the distractors in life keep you there. And so it gets you to do the stewardship, it gets you to help out. We wanted to make sure we maintained our pledge with the church because of the mission that the church does. It's so important, I mean, with that, and continue to help. And if people ask for help, we'll do what you can. So it could be a nudge. And so you want to listen. And if you can listen, so
respond
sometimes
to the nudge.
Slow down life a little bit.
That's
so,
great.
So it's wonderful. So